It was on mute. My bad, y'all. I didn't realize it was on mute. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for letting me know. Let me start over. I just trying to work out and be motivated. I was by Crunch Fitness today, early this morning, in whatever the city that Kings Island and Greyfoot Lodge is in, that Crunch Fitness. I forgot the name of it. In Ohio. The people that were going inside of Crunch Fitness were looking crunched. They were doing the thing. The men that were going in there were muscled up, looking like they were bodybuilders, looking good, okay? And then there was this one lady going in there. She had on some boy shorts on, not boy shorts, I'm sorry. Some bike shorts on, like some green or blue bike shorts on, and her body was T. Her body was it. She looked like she looked like she works out like 2 times a day. Loved it. She motivated me today, and I was like, I gotta need to get my life together. So I have on some bike shorts myself, some black bike shorts, and I'm just trying to walk it out. Oh, you're from Turkey? Hi, Alina. You guys work out with me. Let's get it together. Summer's around the corner. I have not been feeling how certain parts of my body is looking. It's hard to keep up a routine when you're just busy all the time. You're a single mom, and you really have to be dedicated to fitness. So shout out to the single moms who are fit, who are in shape, who commit to be fit. I need to get my life together. Like, I really just want to work out every single day without making any excuses. Years ago, I used to date this guy. He was ex-military, Navy, and he used to work out every single day, no matter what. And at the time, I didn't understand, like, why are you always working out? Like, can you take a break? And he'd be like, no. And if I could go back, I mean, I wish I understood then, but I now understand now. It's a true commitment. It gets your mind right, it gets your body right, and it's good to have a routine. And I've never been a routine person. Oh, good. I'm glad I did. I'm just not good with routine. I'm not good with schedules. It's never been me. I've never been diagnosed, but low-key, I feel like I got ADD. Okay? Just certain things that I've noticed, but routines and schedules are helpful. But if you just have a pattern of doing healthy things, it's okay. You don't write it down. Hi, Merlos. How are you? Nice to see you again. Just doing a workout, y'all. On the treadmill. Doing the best I can. The treadmill is kind of loud. It's like ghetto treadmill. The faster it goes, the louder it gets. So I'm trying not to go too fast, but I might go up a speed. But if you hear the sound, it's because, yeah. But y'all, it's been showing in my face that I need to work out. I haven't weighed myself in a while, and it's good to weigh yourself, to hold yourself accountable. You know, sometimes it's easy to get big and overweight and do too much when you're not checking your weight, and you're wearing clothes that's like really loose fitting, so it's easy to extend yourself, and I just need to do better. So I'm gonna go back and weigh myself now, but the best time to weigh yourself, I'm no expert, y'all. The best time to weigh yourself is in the morning, first thing, and I have done it. I've heard that you should do it nude when you don't have any clothes on. It's more accurate. But my birthday's in a few months, and I'm always wanting to be my ideal weight for my birthday. I never really achieved the goal, and I'm not gonna be hard on myself if I don't get to it. But if I could lose 10 pounds by the time my birthday comes around, I'll be happy. But I'll be okay if not. Like, the goal for me is just to be active, to be fit. I'm not focused on a number like I used to. I'm just focused on being consistent, show my children what a healthy lifestyle looks like. I want my children to see a healthy mom, a happy mom, a stable mom. They are my motivation for everything. Love them, love my babies. Hi, God Gamer. Hey, sir. Anyway, so I'm just on the treadmill with 5-pound weights. And this is just for right now. It's like 7:13 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's kind of late to be doing too much. So in the morning tomorrow, I'm expecting Mother Nature to come around. Ladies, you know what I mean, and men who are mature and educated know what I mean. I'm expecting Mother Nature any day now. And usually when I'm on my Mother Nature time, I don't want to do any kind of workout, any kind of fitness. So I'm going to try to like Google and look up and see what kind of workouts I can do that won't make me feel like I'm overextending myself or it's painful. I love Grow with Joe, y'all. Check out Grow with Joe. Shout out to Grow with Joe. Love, love, love her. So usually I do Grow with Joe on YouTube, where I do the treadmill. I haven't been walking much out in nature, which I love because I love nature. Now that the weather's getting better, I want to start walking outside, walking around the neighborhood. Maybe I'll meet new people because I'm always inside. I'm a crab, y'all. I stay inside. I'm a turtle. Stay in my shell. But it's good to get to know people. I love people who make you realize that there are good people out there. Because the bad people are the reason why I stay to myself. The bad people is why I'm a loner, right? So when I see nice, good people, it just like warms my heart. Like, oh my God, such good people. Thank you. Like earlier, we were leaving our hotel, or in the hotel that we stayed at, and it was breakfast time, and I was having a hard time deciding on something to do, and the lady made a suggestion. She was like, oh, I want to try that. And I was like, that's a good idea. I didn't even think about that. Just very helpful family, and good people make you just, they give you reason to live, you know? And then some people just make you like, what's the point of life sometimes, you know? But I'm not going to let the bad people bring me down. But the bad people are the reason why I am the way I am. You know, it's crazy how the bad people, the bad experiences are what shapes you and who you are. But I want to live for the good people. I know a little English, so try to understand, and I appreciate your determination in sports, by the way. It's night now, so I should sleep. Have a healthy day, baby. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's 7:16 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I am. So it's normally not a good idea to work out late in the evening because it kind of keeps you up at night, is what I've heard. But I haven't worked out all day. We've been driving on our road trip and eating and driving. So that's a lot of sedentary behavior today. So this is my fitness for today. I'm gonna be fit tomorrow. I need to like give myself a treat, and not food treat, for when I do a workout. I gotta start rewarding myself for doing a workout. And usually I reward myself with food, and I can't keep doing that. So I don't know, maybe I'll give myself $1, I don't know, for every time I work out, and put it in like in a fitness jar and then treat myself. I don't know. I gotta think of something, y'all. You guys leave ideas on how you can reward yourself or treat yourself for being consistent with your fitness journey. I need tips and tricks on being consistent. I want to be, excuse me if you guys saw that. I think I spit a little bit. I want to be the person that's like, oh yes, yeah, she's always working out. She's always, fit. She's always doing something. I want my children to see that in me, and I want to see that in myself. I don't want to be lazy all the time. And lazy is really just me being, overwhelmed, depressed, suffering from anxiety. So it's not lazy, and I resent the word lazy, and I hate that I even use it sometimes, because people in my life, bad people, have used it to as a term to be mean and negative to me. Oh, you're just lazy. You're just lazy. People who are insensitive to mental health, people who have mental health issues, who don't recognize their own mental health issues, tend to be the ones that like to call you names about being lazy, because they don't care about you. They don't want to know what's going on with you, why you're really down. Or you could do your healthy treat instead of just a general or drinky treat. Oh, that's a good idea. What is it? Zephyrian. I apologize if I'm saying it wrong. Zephyrian. Let me know if I'm the best way to pronounce your name. But thank you. That's a good idea, because I usually do treat myself with a bad thing. Like I've been indulging in candy. I'm a grown woman, but I like to eat candy. I like sweet treats, so I indulge in chocolate too. Love chocolate, especially when that time of month is here and coming. I love chocolate. I've been really loving, is it Lynchman's? Linfield or whatever you call it, whatever that chocolate is. Love it, y'all. So yes, that's a good idea. Thank you so much, Zephyrian. I will start treating myself to a healthy treat instead of junky treat when I reach a fitness goal. So if I like work out for the day, I'm gonna treat myself to, you know, maybe a smoothie, you know, something, I don't know, something healthy that I like. And I've been loving ice cream lately, y'all. Ice cream and chocolate have been my besties lately. And it's not really my besties because y'all see, I've been chinning, not feeling my chinning. And I'm the only one allowed to make fun of myself. But you see the chin? I've been double chinning it lately and I don't like it. So I want to get my face more slimmer. This has only been happening in the last year probably. I usually don't see all that extraness going on, but I've been doing too much. Eating, overindulging. Mkin Post says, I think I'm crazy, but alcohol makes me able to act normal. Well, some people, that's why they drink, because they feel like it is, but it's a false sense of reality. You're not really acting normal. So, you know, alcoholism, not accusing you of anything, but alcoholism is real. And sometimes it makes you feel like what you're doing is okay and normal, but it's not. You got to find a healthier coping mechanism. I'm no expert. I need help myself. But I always suggest you to go seek out a professional mental health counselor in your area through your insurance, whatever. They even have virtual sessions. You don't have to be in nobody's office. You can be in the comfort of your home. BetterHelp, I think, is one of the mental health services website. And there's other ones, y'all. I would love to be sponsored by a virtual mental health telehealth service one day. Goals. And then I have insurance. I go through my insurance. So I do need to find another counselor. It's nice to talk to someone sometimes and check in. I've been doing good though, honestly. Other than not working out as much and kind of overindulging, my mental health has been, I'm not mad at it. You know, it's always could be better. You know, I'm a survivor of childhood trauma, so it's always a journey. It's a lifelong journey of trying to regulate my anxiety, you know, feeling secure and everything and not second guessing and stuff like that. MK Post says, doctors will make me lose my job. Okay, I understand. I've heard about that. I've heard about some jobs, like military. I know military for sure. Some jobs it's a bad situation for you. You can try to find one that won't go through your insurance. So maybe they won't, yeah, I don't know how you can do it, but there's videos, there are psychologists, there are counselors and everything that are on YouTube, and they can give you advice through YouTube. So you don't necessarily need to hire your own. There are self-help books you can look into. I love the Libby app. You can listen to audiobooks about whatever you're going through, whether it's childhood trauma, whatever depression, whatever's causing your depression. What happened with your parents? What happened in your childhood that's making you drink? What happened in your past is causing you to drink? You can look up alcoholism and just see what books, resources you can find to help you. You can help yourself get through this, but I know you really want your job, but if you really need help, you got to get help. Also, you can also call or text. What is it again? 98. Give me a second, y'all. I don't want to do it. There's a mental health number that I always suggest you guys call or text if you're having a crisis. Is it 988? I think you can text or call 988, I believe. It's a mental health line. I will link it in my description of this video. My memory is just failing me today, but normally I know it by heart. But if you don't want to go through your job, your insurance, because you don't want to get fired, call or text 988. If you feel like you're in a bad situation, you really need to talk to somebody. You need help. If you need help, you need help. And I know that you don't want to lose your job, but there are other jobs. Your mental health comes before a job. I don't care what nobody says. Yes, you don't want to be homeless. Yes, you don't. All right? But you need to get your mind together, you know. So you got to do what you got to do for yourself. Zephyrian says, I've been staying away from weed and alcohol for more than a year now to deal with my mental health. Not easy to go through. Not easy, but gotta try something. I'm happy for you. I'm proud of you. Zep, can I call you Zep for short right now? Zep, I'm really proud of you for doing your thing. That's not easy. I know somebody right now in my real life that can't stay away from alcohol, okay? And I can't even be mad at them because it's not easy. I don't know everything that happens to them in their life. I don't know why they're drinking, but I know something must have really bad happened to them, or they're coping with things every day that's hard for them. So it's not easy to stay away from alcohol. It's an addiction for some people. So addictions are hard. So if you did that, I'm proud of you. It's not easy. Good advice. Thank you. You're welcome. I wish you the best, you know. I want to see you around and I want to see you doing good. So you got to get yourself right. I mean, I'm looking at this guy right now running outside with no shirt on, shorts. Just body is, shout out to everybody who work out. Shout out to all of you who are working out. You're staying active, you're fit, your body's looking good, you're looking better than ever. You know, you're aging backwards. But be okay with your age. No matter how old you are, don't be ashamed to get old, y'all. Some people are dead. Some people never made it to your age. So if you're at an age right now that you're not really proud to talk about, just be happy that you're alive, dog. No matter what age you are. I've always been, for the most part, not ashamed of my age. I am. I'm 41 years old. I'm thankful to be alive. I'm lucky to be alive. I'm grateful to be alive. So I'm trying my best to stay alive as long as I can for myself and for my children. I want to see them grow into adults, productive members of society. So I want to be healthy and happy. So I got to get my mind right, keep my mind right, get my body right, keep my body right, prioritize my health and happiness. And even if you do all the right things, freak accidents can happen. Anything can happen and cause you to not be here anymore. But as long as you're here, you got to do the best to be your best. Period. We're not going to get it right every day. We're not, unfortunately. But as long as you keep going, that's the point of life. You're going to go through things. I had to learn this, y'all. You're going to go through things. You're going to fall down. Things are going to knock you down, but you have to keep getting up. You got to keep getting up and keep going. Do it for yourself. If you don't have nobody else to do it for yourself. And that's who's more important at the end of the day. You're the one who has to walk in your shoes and go through the things you go through. Yeah, you can call me Zep. No problem. Thanks for giving me the allowance to do that. Because I don't want to feel like I'm offending you. And I've had people ask, just call me a short version of my name and not even ask me, is it okay to call me that sometimes. So just because they don't want to try. So I appreciate you allowing me to do that. Do you think there is an afterlife? I do, but then sometimes I don't. So I'm on the fence about it. I truly hope there is, because it's hard for me to, that's something I'm working on. It's hard for me to really comprehend that there's no life after this, that we are just, once we're dead, we're just dead. Our brain fails to think and exist anymore. We don't feel anything. We don't experience anything. We don't remember anything. It's hard for me, but I have to learn to be okay with that might be how it is. I also need to learn with being okay with the fact that I just may never know. Not knowing is so frustrating. I think that's why humans are so curious. We hate not knowing, right? We hate not knowing. But we have to be okay with not knowing something. Sometimes you're just not gonna know. And knowing what happens after we die is one of those things we just don't know until it happens. We can hope, that's why a lot of people subscribe to religion so much, because it's like religions give you hope. Oh, there's gonna be something after this. Oh, I'm going through this. This is, there's something, like I'm doing this for something or someone. So whatever gives you hope, but I hope that there is an afterlife because I want to be able to see my children again, maybe have another life with them, maybe have another chance of life. I don't know. But if nothing happens, that's why I got to live as much as I can now, because if there's no afterlife, this is it for me. And that's why people always say, this is it. You only get one life to live. We can't count on afterlife because we don't know. Nobody has died and came back and be like, yo, this is what happened, this is how we'll go down. We've had theories and all kinds of stuff, but we don't know. So you have to live as if this is your only life. As if today is your last, could be your last day on earth. And I gotta start thinking like that, y'all. I can't be mad about anything anymore. Anger and resentment eats at you. I can choose to not deal with people anymore in certain situations, but I'm not gonna be mad about it. It's not healthy. Cena says, are you vegan? Yes, I am. Thank you. Okay. Spot yapping. Cena, do you need to exit the live? Because I yap. Okay? Cena? Okay? I yap over here, baby. So you might be in the wrong live. Not only hope, but religion gives life a purpose. It's hard to stay motivated without a purpose. No, I understand. I agree. But I'm not religious anymore, so I can't really, think how you think about that part. I used to be. I was raised on Christianity. Not anymore. It's been 20-something years. I used to call myself an atheist, but I kind of call myself a agnostic now. Maybe agnostic atheist. Really, not really a term, but yeah. I respect everybody's religion. To me, as long as you're not trying to hurt me, as long as you're not trying to preach to me about anything, you respect my boundaries, you could worship whatever you worship. Let's respect each other. We need to be able to say, you know what, I don't believe what you believe, but do your thing. That's for you. If it makes you happy, what can I say about it? Don't condemn me, and I'm not going to condemn you. Like, you are who you are. And that's why some people don't like to talk about religion, because people want to get to the fighting and trying to preach, and I'm not into that right now. Y'all, I'm thirsty. I'm about to put my weights down for a second so I can drink something. Zeb says, I have religious trauma, so I saw and went through a lot of bad stuff, but I can't. But I ain't religious anymore. I'm personally a hardline atheist, but that's just me. I feel you, Zeb. I have religious trauma too. That's deep. Like, that's a topic right there. I'm gonna try to remember to talk about this for a video or live or short or something, because I've been thinking about that. Like, there's stories I can tell, but I feel like some people who are religious to that religion that you're talking about, they're gonna jump on you like, oh, this is not what it is, or maybe you weren't doing it right. Instead of saying, you know what, that's your experience, this hasn't been my experience, But some people want to condemn you like you're wrong or you're lying, or that's why it's hard for victims, survivors to speak out, because there's always going to be someone who say you're a liar, going to condemn you. They don't respect your point of view. But you got to stop thinking about what other people, how are they going to react to your experience, your true story, your truth. Tell it how it is. Tell it like it is. I don't know the rest of the words, but we got to stop letting what we think people are going to say or think or react to what our life is. Don't allow them to hold you back. I had to learn that. I'm just been groomed to worry about what other people think. It's just a horrible life to live. You feel like you're living in a cage. What is religious drama? Not drama, trauma. So you had a negative experience, something very life-changing happened. You've seen things, you've heard things, you've experienced things that was not pleasant, was not healthy, and you have suffered from it, negatively. Hopefully I'm making sense, but look it up. MNK Poe. I'm not sure how you say your name. Google it. Google religious trauma. I don't know how much research is done on it. I don't know how much people talk about it. I don't really hear people talk about it, but it's something that I definitely can relate to. I'm going to put you guys a little bit lower so I can drink some water, and then we can talk. But shout out again to the people at Crunch Fitness Gym, and to anybody who goes to any gym. Okay? If you go to a member for gym, fitness club, do your thing. Just doing your thing is inspiring people like me. You're inspiring everybody. Whatever you're doing that's positive, that's benefiting you or anyone, do your thing, and we appreciate you. But yeah, just having a fit body motivates other people who are not so fit. So keep doing y'all thing. Content creators who do fitness stuff, people who are just regular everyday people working out. Shout out to y'all. You inspire people like me. Let's keep going. You truly don't know who you're inspiring. That's why you got to keep going. Keep going. You can really be inspiring some people. And in your mind, you're not doing anything. Your mind, oh, who's watching? Who cares? Somebody cares. Okay? And at the end of the day, you got to do it for yourself. But you can also help others. I'm trying to get this lint off my hair. You can also help others along the way. What's your goal? How long you walk daily? I'm always trying to do 30 minutes a day. That's always my goal. So I'm 3 minutes in on this treadmill and I'll be off in 3 minutes. You guys are the bombs. Those of you who came into the live stream who added something positive, or you just came in and viewed, liked it, subscribed, appreciate your support. So I just trying to do what I can. Like I was saying earlier, this treadmill is not a quiet treadmill. So I'm trying not to go too fast because it makes like a little clink, clink sound like you're going up a roller coaster. I'm not sure what's going on, but I wonder if somebody gonna fix that. But I might be the only one complaining about it. Like, I'm just new to this little gym, and girl, who you think you are complaining about our little stuff? I guess as long as it's working, it's fine. But just hearing that sound is annoying. And I'm gonna Google if I remember, like, why would a treadmill make a clank clank sound? Like, if it's okay, cool. But if it's like could cause damage to yourself, it might need to be, you know, we might need to look into that. So yeah, I'll just be on for like another minute, y'all. Appreciate your support. Thank you to all my longtime subscribers for going with me, going with the flow. You know, we started out faceless channel doing survivor stories. Then I started, you know, revealing myself, showing myself, and kind of a little bit all over the place. But it's the main goal of this channel is to always like share stories of survival, whether it's from an article I read about, a video I saw, or just from my experience, showing real life what a survivor looks like. You know, it's real out here. There are some people who have been through a lot of stuff, and some people are not handling it well. And we have to really remember that. And that's why it's good to be kind to everybody you interact with, because you don't know what they've been through. You don't know what they've been through. So, but we can't expect other people to treat us well all the time. But make sure they don't cross your boundaries. You know what? Maybe it does need to be greased. I don't know. But it makes also like a clunk, clunk, clunk sound, like almost like the gear of something is running out, but yeah, it could need some oil. I've never had a treadmill, you know, own a treadmill, so I don't know what the maintenance looks like, what it's supposed to be like, but I know that all the gyms I've been to, which really is only, I think, YMCA and some other old gym back in the day. Anyway, if all my experiences on a treadmill, never heard this sound. It's different. And like I said before, you hear it when the faster I go. The faster you go, the more you hear it. So something's not going on. So something's not going right. So my session is pretty much done. Let me stop it so I can talk to y'all. I've been moving the whole time. Let me put these back and then I'll come right back. Okay, hopefully I'm doing that right. Okay. All right, y'all. I am done. Thank you to everyone who came into the live stream. Thank you to those of you who weren't there in the beginning, in the middle, the end. You're here now. And if you're watching the playback, replay gang, I really appreciate you supporting my channel. It really means a lot to me. If you are a silent subscriber, you're appreciated. If you drop down in the comments, you're appreciated. That's all I can say. So, oh, let me end the poll. Did you exercise today? 50% of you said yes, and 50% of you said no, so it's pretty split. Those of you who didn't, it might not be too late. Okay. I'm going to clean down this machine when I'm done. But thank you so much for everyone's support. Please continue to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I hope to see you in another live stream. I need to really slow down when I talk sometimes. We're going to get back to that. It's a story behind that. It's a story behind why I talk fast. Not just culturally, but personally. All right, talk to you later. Y'all want to see my fit real quick? My fit. Y'all, I'm not to dress it like that. But I have on some biker shorts. The lady at the gym, like I said, motivated me with her biker shorts. So I was like, I'm about to get like sis. Get it on the floor. Get it on the floor. All right, y'all. Let me come off now. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.